Hi, I'm Kara O, and welcome to another edition of Lip Smack and Love. I get asked frequently how to get over, move past the hurt of a relationship breaking up, no matter whether they chose to break up or whether they were broken up with by the man. And you can't just, I don't think you can just let go of feelings. You can over time, that just happens naturally. But if you want to speed up the process of moving through and past those really sometimes just heartbreaking experiences and feelings of loss and pain of hurt and rejection and all the things that go into and just a failure. We wrap our hearts all up into the hopes and dreams that this is going to be the relationship that we've been hoping for maybe all our lives. And then it doesn't happen. It's pretty painful. So if you want to speed up the process of healing and you want to move past, the heartache and the crying and the loop thinking that just goes round and round and round, some people call it K-Fuck 101, and it just goes playing the same song over and over and over. So if you want to short circuit that, here's what I recommend. I'm not sure. I think it's I don't know if it's just, we'll just say physics. I don't know if it's quantum physics. I don't think it is. But one of the things you hear when you hear discussions of physics is that the universe abhors a vacuum. And anytime there's a vacuum, then there's going to be something is going to go into that space. It's just what happens. So it's part of equilibrium that is, occurring to some degree throughout the universe. So, that's just something that you hear all the time. And I think of that in the same way. You can't just say, I'm going to quit, I'm going to get rid of those thoughts. Because then you have a form of a vacuum in your mind. There's an emptiness. You can't just take it away, because what will happen is those same old thoughts are going to come back in. That space is going to get filled up. So, or the time that you spend with the loop thinking. So what you have to do is request that it, of yourself, okay, I'm not going to think about that anymore. You have to replace it with something else. Then you don't have that, the vacuum never happens. You just take that out, put that in. The way to do that is, I was talking to someone recently. You can think about, there are several stages. Think about the good stuff you had in the relationship, and that just gives you a more calm place to work from. Because if you loved someone, there's some good stuff. No matter how ugly it might have gotten at the end, focus on the good stuff. And that just gives you a little more of a heart-centered place to do this next stage. And that is, think of something, either something you've done or an imagination that's been in your mind for a long time that was never real, but it always makes you feel good when you think about it and you have it pretty crisp and clear in your mind. A vacation you've always wanted to take and how it would make you feel. You need to feel some positive feelings in your body. You have to feel it in your body. If it's just up here as thoughts, it won't work. Because what you were feeling, the loop thinking about the breakup, the reason it hurts is because you feel it in your body. So in the same way, you have to come up with some good feelings and ground them into your body. Let's see, that sounds like ground. No, I mean like plant it in your body, the good feeling. And I recommend doing it as a meditation, and you can always download my meditation, femininegrace.com/meditation.html. And you can download that and use this for anything you want, either just to relax or to do some of this inner work. So you go into a meditation and you think about the happy thought, the happy feeling, the happy experience, whatever it is, joy, calm, peace, whatever it is that comes to you as the right thing to replace the icky feelings. And then this is the next step. Whenever you catch yourself going into the negative feelings and starting to feel bad, don't beat yourself up, because this is about changing a habit. You've gotten into the habit over however period of time, maybe it's just days, or months or weeks or whatever, but you're now kind of in the habit of thinking about how much you hurt. Don't beat yourself up. It's just life. It's the way it is. So instead go, oh, there I did it again. I didn't realize the last 15 minutes I've been, doing that, playing that old ugly tune. So let's replace it with this new thing that you've decided will be the replacement thought and the replacement feeling. It's really a feeling, okay? So that's a really kind of a way to trick yourself. And it works with anything. It's not just about the breakup. It could be anything where you want to start thinking in new ways. If you're an ain't it awful person and you play the ain't it awful game with, your friends and the people at work, and you want to stop that, then when you catch yourself doing that, it's like you replace it with the good thought. I had a friend that we just noticed that at a certain point throughout the evening, there would be a time when she'd say, what's really sad? And then she'd talk about what was really sad. And it was just a habit she didn't know she had. So if she wanted to quit doing that, she seemed to kind of like it, so what can I say? But if she decided she didn't like it, that's what you do, is you come up with some good, happy, or calming feeling, whatever you want to replace it with, and just go back to the feeling in your body. And I swear, it is like magic. And after a certain period of time, it will become the default way for your mind to think. You can train yourself to go from a negative person to a positive person by using this technique. And you can do it for all kinds of things. It's almost magical. And you have control over your mind, over your feelings, over your reaction to life. So this is a really effective tool that I highly, highly recommend. It's all about you. I'm Kara O, wishing you lots of lip smacking love. Mwah!